Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Hey everybody, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com. I'm going to start covering some Bitcoin videos here, and that's because there's certainly a lot of interest. As with there's big money to be made, there's big interest to be had. So we're going to cover BTC USD and then also GBTC on the daily and weekly time frame. And if you have any other tickers or you think there's anything else worth watching, feel free and let us know and we'll check it out. But the daily time frame, very obviously, the bulls are in quite the run here, and we've exploded from about 800 up to 1124 at this moment in just about 5, 10, 15 trading days. So what stands out here are bull flag patterns where you have brief consolidation after a breakout, bulls buy the dip, nice long lower wick, and then continuation. And that's happened twice now. These are clear bull flags. And the lower wicks and the volume. Look at the bull volume increasing, perfect. Bear volume decreasing and tiny. Bull volume increasing, bear volume lower, bull volume increasing 4 days in a row with a spike. Now you need to be aware that we are very overbought. That being said, Bitcoin has not really been playing by the rules in terms of these technical analysis indicators, in the sense that we're trading as if we're in blue sky breakout, which means we've broken all resistances, which we have not done yet. But the RSI is up here at 90. Personally, I would never buy anything with a daily RSI at 90. I'm not suggesting any bullish entries at this point, because we are right at the all-time high resistance, and we're either going to reject and pull back and consolidate, or we're going to bust through that resistance and see these insane technical analysis indicators continue to remain overbought. So that's one thing that I'm going to be watching here. I've been charting Bitcoin for about the past couple weeks, and I'm going to be watching the RSI and how reliable they are. If this were a stock, I would absolutely say there's a pullback coming in the very, very near-term future. But like I said, Bitcoin has been disregarding these levels on the RSI overbought conditions for quite some time. Another thing is that volume climaxes often happen at the top of an uptrend or the bottom of a downtrend. So right now, today is the highest volume we have seen in months, in over 3 months. So we need to be aware that that is a potential volume climax. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. But either way, we don't have much of an upper wick of profit taking. And what stands out on the hourly time frame is the wicks again. Look at these wicks. Every pullback, the bulls are buying these dips and rallying that momentum to the upside. Another big one here, we did just consolidate, but again, right back to the upside. So personally, I would be waiting for some sufficient consolidation, cooling off of all of these technicals before I would be looking to make an entry. We see on the weekly time frame, longer term, it's just been 3 weeks of straight up. And here are those all-time highs, 1163, and we hit up to 1139. So if you're new to Bitcoin, it's definitely worth watching. And there have been people who have been on this for quite some time, and they were told they were crazy. A lot of them are laughing to the bank. But either way, this is real and it's not going anywhere. And the price action tells us that. That big spike and then the 75% dump that followed it, that could be a fad, whatever. But the fact that the price has recovered to these levels is very, very significant in the long-term legitimacy of Bitcoin. And the trend is very big. Most of the volume's coming in from China. It trades all over the world. It trades 24/7, 365. But if we start to see some big companies, Amazon, whoever else, adopt Bitcoin, this price is going to continue going up. It's definitely worth researching. By no means am I a Bitcoin expert. I do charts, and if you can plot it on a chart, I can chart it. But other than that, I don't have all of the answers for the fundamentals of Bitcoin and how it works and all that. The internet is certainly full of these informational videos and articles and all that, and definitely worth looking into. It's just another way to diversify income, or not income, but diversify your funds in terms of investments. And as we can see, it has certainly paid off. Pretty much anybody that has ever put any money in Bitcoin, unless they sold for a loss, has been profitable. So we are going to keep following it from here on out. Let's look in now at GBTC. So this is a Bitcoin investment trust. It trades on the OTC, which is the lowest tier in the US stock market. But we have the opportunity to trade it. And we are in breakout mode above the upper Bollinger Band. The upper Bollinger Band is resistance. We've pulled back and tested it a couple times and then continued to the upside. Here again, there's that volume climax we need to be aware of, oftentimes signaling the top of an uptrend or the bottom of a downtrend. If we lose the upper Bollinger Band daily support, we know consolidation is very likely coming. We had a clear bull break of this lower high pattern. As soon as this lower high of 106.50 broke, it was off to the races for the bulls. Weekly time frame, we can see that spike. We got up to 144 back in June. We consolidated, and now we're breaking to higher highs again, increasing bullish volume. I cannot stress that enough, how the increasing volume, it's almost proof. Volume I view as proof on a move. If we see a big bull breakout on low volume, I'm not trusting that move. But when you see the volume back up the move, you know it's trustworthy, and you know the bulls are powering higher. And we saw that with the S&P 500 after the election. That Trump rally began, and the volume was there to back up that move. That's how we knew to believe the bulls, that it wasn't just a short-term reaction spike, that there was a rally behind it. So volume is very important, and Bitcoin has some nice volume. So we're going to stay on top of this. Again, I'm not buying up here. It's overbought conditions in my opinion. It very easily could hit blue sky breakouts and continue up, but risk to reward, I do not like an entry at this point. I would rather buy on consolidation. So I appreciate you watching. Feel free to, like I said, suggest any tickers, and have a great night.